love it when I come outside in the morning and the blue shines through the trees as the sun just starts to come up for the day. So pretty. Good morning, Ruby. Finally, Ruby has another software update to put on. I say that because I think she's, you know, down a little bit, and I was surprised that she didn't get another one to put on sooner. I'm gonna set it to go on at 9:30 a.m. when I get home. And 2019.36 something is what I was expecting, because she was at 2019.32 something. We've had an uneventful drive into town this morning. I don't think I fussed at anybody the whole way. Just minding my business in the right lane on traffic aware cruise control for the most part. It's 47 out there. We have a chance of light rain today, which the window currently has a little mist on it. It's foggy this morning, although south and west was supposed to be foggier. We're looking at a high this afternoon of 52, so it should be okay this afternoon for me lugging computer equipment into and out of the school and us stopping at Whole Foods. But it's not going to be a pretty day again. It's going to be another very wintry looking day. At least the winds are calm. So as I've watched what's going on over here at the church, I've come to the conclusion that it's not just additional parking they're putting in next door, but also some more housing. Another row on the other side of these trees, I think. I'm a little worried about the cute cement cat over there and the big pile of dirt. And there's also a little bird bath. Hopefully they won't destroy either one of those things. You know, obviously the cat is so big that a person couldn't move it. The bird bath, on the other hand, maybe somebody wants to move it over a few feet. I don't know. I hope they'll leave it when they're done and leave it looking nice. I am headed home. Today I am seriously going to print the stuff I need for this afternoon at robotics. You know, I try to hold off on printing as long as I can, because every year when I print it, I have to reprint it. And I don't want to have to do that, because I don't want to waste ink and paper and frustration and time. But I've really got to print out that presentation, whether or not I attach it to the foam board, the trifold board for now. I'm not going to worry about that part. I got so many things I need the kids to do today. I need like 3 hours, because I need them to practice their presentation and practice their robot runs, and help me assemble the trifold board would be nice, instead of me having to tape the stuff on there. And yeah, there's another form that needs to be filled out, a team information sheet, and there's just not going to be enough time today, so just get done what we can get done. And let's see what else. Oh, Donna and I had this really interesting discussion and research mission last night on what to use to make keto gravy. And actually, if you search on that, keto gravy, you'll get a hit list of things. Because I had typically I use flour. Last night I used cornstarch because I was out of flour. Since we're pretty low carb all the time, even when we're not keto, I only keep like a pound of flour in the house. I don't keep like a huge thing of flour. I used to make bread all the time. I'm good at making bread, but bread is not, you know, what we need to be eating. So anyway, it's kind of complicated how to make gravy and not introduce carbs. I kind of, you know, yesterday we had like less probably than 20 or 30 carbs a piece. But I didn't introduce some carbs into that meal when I made the gravy with the cornstarch. It was organic cornstarch, but still. So we were researching. Now for Thanksgiving, I'm just going to use flour. I'm going to use whatever makes it taste the way we want it to taste. We're going to enjoy our day. But we ordered, I can't pronounce it, glucosamine, something like that. Some plant-based thickener. well, they're all pretty much plant-based, right? To try. I'm just not going to try it on Thanksgiving. I'm excited to try it though. I mean, if I could come up with a very low carb gravy and it tastes like gravy, then we'd be good, right? So yeah, but that was a 30-minute, you know, research, discussion, read, talk about which one we want to order, shop on Amazon kind of a thing last night. And gravy and keto are complicated. I mean, it's, you know, meat drippings and fat, which is good, but then when you add flour to it, it's not good. So anyway, we'll see. We'll report if I like this stuff after I try it. Other people have raved, so I have hope. So Johnny and I are still enjoying this book, but it's a little more graphic in a few areas than I would have wanted it to be. And more so than this author's other books. So I think he could have written the polar bear attack with a lot less detail. It must be time to put up the Christmas decorations. Dawn, saving me from printers since 1991 when we had the old perforated paper that we had to load on the little hole. We had to light up the little holes and stuff.
And feed, yeah, absolutely,
yeah. Shortly after I came to work for him when I was really young, back in 1991, I had to, I almost threw a printer against the wall. I got so mad, and let's just say that Don rescued me that day, and I'm appreciative every time he rescues me from, we needed to add a color ink cartridge, and it's never as easy as it should be. But I got my books done. I got done what I needed done for this afternoon, so we're good. And Don is dressed in his project clothes.
Yes, on project day today.
Yep. I also got 25 buttons super glued, and I've got another 25 to go. It was, this glue worked good. I was gonna say I was all set on my profile. My seat was where it's supposed to be today, and my mirrors were pointed down in reverse until I realized that creep mode was turned off again. So I'm in park. Let's put creep mode back on. It is very hard to back out of the garage without creep mode. Yay, we've made it up to 51 degrees. And is that a hint of blue sky and sun I see up there? There's not one street spot available, and I am here 40 minutes before school lets out. So 2019.36.2.1 did go on Ruby while I was at home. I'm surprised the release notes weren't up on the screen when I got in the car, but I'm pretty sure they weren't. Maybe that's why creep mode was off again. Maybe they're not preserving that profile setting quite properly. I'm not sure. And Ruby now has scheduled departure and automatic navigation. You know, basically Don's been doing scheduled departure himself. In the wintertime, he makes the car take longer to charge so that it finishes closer to 6 a.m. so that, you know, the battery pack is warm and I have regen braking when I leave. Plus, when he pulls out of the garage, he turns on the climate or the seats or whatever I need in the winter. Air conditioning if it's needed in the summer. I suspect we'll give this a try, but we're so used to and have the capabilities of figuring that stuff out for ourselves that it may not be as much a value add for us as it is for some new Tesla owners that haven't learned the tips and tricks for getting around having to manage it yourself. And I just want you to know, for automatic navigation, some months ago, Dawn had made work the school. So I'm pretty much already set up for this. And, you know, Google tries to tell me where it thinks I'm going when I get in the car. And now Ruby's going to do it too. And that's fine.
Well, there's the under sink. I'm leaving this paper down here for a few minutes just to make sure the Plex tubing with the little slip compression fittings, whatever they call it, doesn't leak. I decided not to put the storage tank and the filters under the sink. I'll show you here in a second where I put them. So I mounted it on a piece of oriented strand board and put it in the crawl space. You don't have to fool with this thing once every 6 months. I added a remote cutoff valve here so I could cut it off. I did have a leak. All three of these leaked because I didn't tighten them. I had them basically about a quarter turn less far, and I used the wrench to tighten them up. But other than that, although I think I got just one little drip right there, so I guess I'm going to have to fool with that. I'm going to hook the ice maker up here in a day or two, and I'll take care of that leak at that time. I'm going to open up the tank here now. And it's going to make the first tank of water here now. And I have to make 4 tanks total. We can use the 5th tank.
We were really late leaving robotics today, really late. But when we left the school, Ruby navigated home. She left because remember, school is work. So when we left work, she's taking us home. Of course, she needs to know that today we're going to Whole Foods first. So we worked really hard for over 2 hours. We ran long. And it's just not enough time. We need more time. I was about to pull my hair out. We were trying to practice the project and practice sending the robot and practice the design review, and wow. So we're at Whole Foods. The car's in park. I'm taking my seatbelt off. Somehow I don't think it should be chiming like that when the car is in park. It did it again when Johnny went to get out of the car. I don't know why it's chiming about the seatbelt when we're just it started after the update went on today. It certainly feels like that sometimes. I'm home.
Yes, sure is.
We got all the groceries unloaded.
Yeah.
I saved some money on my Prime discount today. Chuck roast and beef stew, Chuck stew meat.
Yeah, well, there was like over $16 worth of discount.
And I don't think that was all of it. That was just the 3 things he rung up in a row that showed the discount, because there was some other stuff too. So yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. I'd say I've got 3/4 of what I need for Thanksgiving. Oh, cool. So I don't have to hunt it. I forgot cream cheese. Oh. I forgot a fresh thing of spray whipping cream. You know, that you put on your pie. The spray, spray thing, not what you put in my coffee, but the other. Right. And seems like there's one other thing I thought that would be nice to have, but I'm pretty set. So I'll have to go back next week, my normal day, to get the farm order anyway. But I shouldn't need to grab 5 tons of stuff. I gotta call. I'll figure out what that 3rd thing was, and I'll have my. I was gonna check on cheese. I didn't buy any more cheese to shred this week, but I'll need it for casseroles next week.
Use what next week?
Yeah, mammoth cheddar. So, yeah, robotics was. Wow. Yeah, it wore me out. The kids. Some of them are so well behaved and so interested in doing what I need them to do, and then there's a few working against me. Right. Making it harder for us to accomplish our goals. So, but I've got some more stuff to print and do tonight. And then Thursday morning, I'll have, if assuming Michelle and I are shopping tomorrow, I'll have to assemble those trifolds Thursday morning. Right. Shouldn't take forever. It's just double side sticky taping some stuff to the board. Right. Maybe cutting around it so it's not just a square sheet of paper, putting a pretty piece of cardstock behind it. It shouldn't take more than an hour aboard. I mean, I'll be busy Thursday morning, but I should be able to get it done. So,
well, that's good.
I'm wore out.
I know you are.
I am. I'm wore out.
Poor thing.
So Don was working on the reverse osmosis. He just kind of taken a break, waiting for parts to come, waiting for it not to be nasty weather, because he's going to have to run under the house back and forth to the garage. You know, why do it on a day when it's raining pretty much?
So I got it installed, and it's making the first of 4 tanks of water. You have to dump the first 4 tanks. You can use the 5th. It takes about 2 to 3 hours per tank. I have not hooked up the ice maker.
On the refrigerator, yeah.
I am going to do that, like, if not tomorrow, Thursday.
Or Saturday when I'm at competition. Or
Saturday might be doing it.
Yeah, because I won't be around.
Yeah, that's right. And so, and that'll wrap it up.